heavens are telling the glory of God, and the firmament proclaims his handiwork. Day to day pours forth speech, and night to night declares knowledge. Welcome to yet another edition of What You Know, the 12th in the preliminaries of the 2020 championship. Ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday, the 20th day of September 2020. The contestants, individuals who are well known in What Do You Know. And very quickly, I think that I have there's this funeral announcement involving Emmanuel Klugadiko, a.k.a. Dansaki. You understand? The funeral rites will take place at Gadiko Family House at Anyanui in the Volta region of the Republic of Ghana on the 27th of September 2020. I think it involves, here is the father of one of the contestants of What Do You Know, Stephen Gadiko. Our commiserations, to Stephen Gadiko. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I will invite these individuals to introduce themselves.
Sylvester Maukutete from Tema Community 1, Promised Land.
Gadika Stephen, a proud native of Anani in the Volta region, but a resident at Sakwani village.
Ebenezer Mense Jankwam, Dunkwa Onofin.
Proud native of Beginia, suburb of Dunko Anafen, and now a facilitator is Alex in Cancer.
Thank you very much. What are you facilitating? What is it?
I'm a facilitator at our Palm Senior High School.
Oh, okay. Put your hands together. So our facilitator, he is a known contestant. But Ebenezer, you are here for the first time, I suppose?
No.
You are coming for the first time?
No.
Oh, you've been here before, so you know what you know involves.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for action. Round one, question one. Now, listen, let's deal with the Bible to start with. Prophets, according to Deuteronomy 18:18 to 19, were immediate organs of God for the communication of His mind and will to men. Of the major Old Testament prophets, there are 16 whose prophecies form part of the inspired canon. Now, the prophets of the northern kingdom, that is Israel, were Hosea, Amos, Joel, Jonah. Now, those of the southern kingdom is what I demand. Name one of the prophets of the southern kingdom, that is Judah. One of the prophets of the south.
Haggai.
You name one, only one. Haggai does not appear in this column of prophets.
Malachi.
Malachi is also unavailable. Yes, Stephen.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah is one. Jeremiah is one. Yes, Ebenezer. Isaiah is one. Alex, you know it.
Samuel.
Oh, someone is not one. Be careful. Come, you have a second. Oh.
Nehemiah.
Oh, I would even have allowed you, but Nehemiah is also absent, in this scheme of names of prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Obadiah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, and Joel. So we'll go back to Sylvester. Now, Sylvester, we've dealt with these prophets, I named those who were of the northern kingdom, and then I demanded that you give me the names of those of the southern kingdom. But you see, there are these prophets of the restoration. They are known as the prophets of the restoration. There are three. Give me one. Only one.
Haggai.
Haggai is one. Haggai is one. I think we mentioned Haggai on the first occasion, so it's a repetition, repeated number. I wouldn't say it has something to do with national lotto, but it's a repeated name. Gadiko. Now that we've dealt with the Bible, I think that we would appropriately handle one matter in Islam. Righteous is he who believes in Allah and the last day, and the angels, and the scriptures, and the prophets. Now, it's available in Quran 2177. Now, beliefs are very important in Islam. They form, an indubitable fact fact, in Islamic literature. Now, to be considered a Muslim, one must believe and recite a statement of faith. You understand? As there's a statement of faith, every Muslim is obliged to recite. You should know it offhand and be able to recite it. How is this statement of faith known? How is it called in Islam? A special statement in Islam. And it is designated the statement of faith. Yes, Stephen. How is it called?
The 5 daily prayers of Islam.
Sorry? No, it is not. I'm not asking you to give me the name, what do you call it? The tenets, 5 tenets of Islam. No. There is a certain statement of faith.
Shahada.
Shahada is correct. Shahada is correct. But what is the Shahada? What are these words of faith, as it were? What are they? What are they?
Kalima shall believe in Allah as the only God.
Oh, you're a Muslim, eh?
No.
Oh, you're speaking as if you have, an Arabic tongue. As if you have an Arabic. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. It is known as the Shahada. You understand? You ought to know it as a true believer in the Islamic religion. It's your time again, Jan. Now, in this religion, there is no single founder.
Hinduism.
Oh, put your hands together for him. There's no, that is it.
Yeah.
It grew out of cultural and religious changes. Now the belief is that gods or divinities can take many forms, but all form one universal spirit called the Brahman. It is Hinduism. Now, Alex, hydrophobia refers to an intense aversion or fear for water. But what is hydrophilic? Hydrophilic. Hydrophilic. Hydrophilic.
Hydrophilic is the study of water.
No. Study.
No, it involves the aversion to water.
Phobia. No. Fake.
Something that needs
hydrophilic.
Something that needs water to operate, or something that depends on water.
No, Stephen.
Fear of liquids.
No, Ebenezer.
Fear of falling.
Fear of falling. Hydro. Well, the basic issue here is hydro. You understand? So you're supposed to supply the other details, and then you go to where? Dissolving, something that easily dissolves in water. Absorbing or easily mixing with water. You understand? Is hydrophilic. Could be hydrophobia. And so on. But hydrometer, it is a device used in determining the specific gravity or density of liquid. For example, we have battery acid. But what is hydropathy? This time you understand. Hydropathy, you said something was the study of, no? That was not the appropriate answer. Hydrophilic is there. So what would be hydropathy?
Hydropathy, substances that will easily
hydro.
Yes, substances that will easily respond to water. What?
You understand? So this here you're dealing with, I think, the prefixes and the suffixes. You understand?
Substance that we easily deal with water.
Hydropathy. Hydropathy. Yes, sir.
No idea.
Yes, 7.
Substances that lose water.
That
Lose water. Lose. Yes.
Can you give me an example? What substance will lose water? I want allow you to go for you just say you can go free of charge. Substances will lose water. Certainly out of place, But is it done?
Water dissolving agent.
We've left that area long ago. We left the dissolution issue long. The dissolving aspect long ago. Here it has to do with the treatment of injuries or diseases by what? Applying water. Whether externally or internally. You understand? Whether externally or internally. Application of water in the treatment of diseases or injuries. Listen, Alex. Now, we would leave this area, and I think when we come back, appropriately, we'll deal with the others. This is the end of the first round. This is the end of the first round.
December 1st, Ghana is going 100% paperless at the port.
No, we are here for all of us are interested, not for any individual interest.
As for paperless, no dear, but we need more education.
Any situation which throws light is a good situation. Iron Port is a perfect intervention.
Iron Port is also adding to the growth of the countries going forward in development.
Iron Port has come to upgrade and promote the industry.
Iron Ports, showing this and every Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. on GTV. Iron Ports, transparency in doing business and building nation. Proudly brought to you by
bringing hope to many around the globe.
Your habits determine the outcome of your life. 90% of what you do every day, you do them without thinking. It's a habit. Before you blame a witch, before you blame your husband, before you blame your wife, before you blame somebody else for your problems, look at the 90% of your habits.
Living Word with Pastor Mensa Otabil on Sundays at 6:30 p.m. on GTV. Living Word, inspiring you to be.
Do you want to have an encounter with God? Are you hungry for God's word and for signs of his transforming power in your life? If you need a touch from the Almighty, make a date with Positive Hour only on GTV every Tuesday morning. Join the General Overseer of the Positive Gospel Church, Reverend Frank Odoi Sarkodie, and his
At the end of the first round of today's What Do You Know quiz program, Alex Nkansa, a native of Bibiani Ha Donkwa on Ofen in the central region, has no points. Sylvester Tete from Tema Community 21 has 3 points. Stephen Gadiko, Motorway MA Basic School, Oti region, has 3 points. Ebenezer Jan Dunkwa Onofin in the central region leads with 7 points.
Ebenezer Jan, yes, he is important at this stage. Of course, all the other contestants are equally important, but he is preeminent. It's only the beginning of the competition, the first round of the contest. We are delving into the second round. We'll be doing the third round of the competition. Let's see what happens in the remaining rounds of the competition. Round 2, question 1. Alexander. Now, you see, festivals in Ghana, they are celebrated, for many reasons pertaining to depending upon the tribe or the culture in question. And usually they have backgrounds which relate to occurrences in the history of that particular group of people, or the culture of that group of people. Now, examples of such occurrences have been hunger, migration, purification of gods or stools. You understand? These are the things or the issues which have motivated, inspired, as it were, some of these festivals. Now, there is a certain festival known as Mayim. Mayim. Yes. Now, listen, which people celebrate Mayim?
Mayim celebrated by the people of the Vili people.
Vili people. Well, I don't understand. Where did it come from?
I mean Vili.
Oh, that I can't believe. Vili. Oh, sorry. Yes, Sylvester.
Yellow Crobble.
Sorry?
Yellow Crobble.
Oh, Crobble is correct. You understand? I think I injected a certain word, the name of a personality somewhere. I don't know whether that inspired you. Did it motivate you? What motivates your logo?
Yeah.
Crobble, it's correct. It's correct. Now, Sylvester, which festival do the people of South Pond in the central region celebrate? You have with facility been able to identify
the Upper From Festival. Upper From.
Now taking you to South Pond and you are in trouble.
The Upper From Festival.
Upper From. What festival? Is there any festival called Upper From in South Pond? Gadico. It's called the. Honestly, that would constitute one of the wonders of the world. But there's a festival known as the. You're halted in your tracks, but your time will come. Ebenezer.
Akwambo.
Akwambo is a festival, but you cannot identify it in this geographical setting. Alex.
Ahoba.
There's a festival called Ahoba. But it is not available in this scheme of festivals. Yes, it is Sylvester. It is Odambia, all kinds of pronunciations. You understand? Yes. Now, it is Gadi. Now, for 3 points, listen to this one. Sylvester, for 3, listen. I think that would deal with this. Listen. Now, if Silver Jubilee is celebrated at 25 years, what is the set anniversary called?
Sugar
is correct. Sugar is correct. Now, Gadico, in English language, if a writer describes a person as having fingers, let's say, if a writer indicates that one's fingers are all thumbs, what does it mean? In English language, if one's fingers are all thumbs, Thumbs, thumb, all fingers are thumbs, what does it mean? All fingers.
It means that it is All the fingers that come up together to make the thumb. Oh.
I think it is, maybe I think it's figurative, you know, it's, you understand? It's an idiom. So, don't think about it in the literal sense. So have you seen somebody with 5 thumbs in this world? I mean, of course there is disability, God forbid, but how many people have 5 thumbs? That's what we're dealing with. It is figurative, idiomatic. Oh, all right, so I allow you. You come. Yes, Ebenezer.
Everybody matters.
Everybody matters. One person's fingers are thumbs. And you say everybody is included. Alex!
It means that the person is a strong person. Strong or...
You need to have 5 thumbs to be strong, you know, so that you can have a big face or what. But I think that the thumb combines with the other fingers to form a big fist. Sylvester!
It's like he does things in a clumsy way.
Yes, it's a clumsy or unskilled person. Clumsy or unskilled person. Now, for 3 points. Now, there is this term, you know, applicable to a mild, indirect expression which is used instead of the plain word or expression which could be harsh or offensive. What term is applicable to this kind of situation?
Please, come again with the question.
Do you understand? The term for mild, indirect expression. It is used, you understand, to tone down or to mellow an otherwise offensive and harsh expression. You understand? What word is that in English? You understand? Instead of using the direct, harsh word, you use something which is of a mild quality and which will tone down the weight of harshness, you know, the weight of offensiveness. Yes, Stephen Radical.
The answer here is euphemism.
I like the word you put it. Put your hands I do not know whether we should begin to accept such, you know, prefaces, you know, such prefatory indications. The answer is you need to say that. But it is euphemism. Euphemism. You understand? So that instead of saying, can you give me an example?
To poison the blood of a nation.
What is it? No, but to poison the blood of a nation.
Or to kick the buckets.
No, those are idiomatic expressions.
Okay.
Euphemism.
But to poison the blood of a nation.
Okay, that one could be euphemistic anyway. And what does that mean? To poison the blood of a nation.
Transmission of a deadly disease.
That's correct.
Through prostitute.
Yes. So that instead of mentioning prostitute and so on in this scheme of language, then you apply this word. This expression. Ebenezer, listen. Now, chieftaincy, chieftaincy plays a central role in the Akan tradition. Now, among the regalia of the Akan chief are personal ornaments like the cloth of the chief wears, the crown and jewelry. Now, apart from the personal ornaments, we are going to mention, I'll allow you to mention only 2. 2 main regalia of an Akan chief. 2 main regalia of an Akan chief. You know the regalia I'm talking about?
Yes.
The cloth, the crown, and jewelry. Mention 2 for 3 points. Very quickly.
The bead.
Bead?
Yes, the beads they put around their wrist.
Around their what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And their sandals.
would you allow that to Sandals? Would it be part of? I do not think Sandals would constitute personal regalia of a chief. Yes.
Head gear.
No, but it's all right. I think we'll allow Stephen Gadiko. It's all right. Put your hands together for him. Yes. We'll allow Gadiko. You understand? The beads, they wear around the wrist and the sandals, of course. The fly waist, the palanquins, the umbrellas, the swords, the stools, and so on. Now, Ebenezer, beaches add value to the tourist profile of a country. Now, some of the popular beaches in Accra are the La Beach, the Kokobite Beach, the Elmina Beach, and I think there's what, a Coco Beach. Yeah. Yeah. But where can you locate Coco Beach in Ghana? There is Coco Beach. Where would you find Coco Loco? You understand? That is an amplification of Coco Loco. You see where? So it is not Coco at all. Coco Beach is Coco, but Coco Loco. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's why Coco Loco takes you. You will not find it. Where would you find Coco Loco? Huh? Dunkwa.
Is it Ningo?
Sorry?
Ningo.
Ningo Pram Pram.
No.
No? Sylvester.
Adafo.
Sorry?
Adafo.
How did you know this?
I've heard it before.
Put your hands together. Adafo. You'll find it Adafo. Now, but you must rewrite this word, to form the correct word. Now, I think you have to procure for yourselves pens and piece of paper for this exercise, IAEAS MTTC. Now, it's a higgledy-piggledy of letters. They are supposed to be rearranged to form a meaningful word. IAEAS MTTC. But I think I need to offer you a clue. When properly or sensibly arranged, this word means to chew. CHEW. Okay. Which word is it?
Masticate.
Sorry?
Masticate.
Well, masticate is correct, ladies and gentlemen. This will constitute the end of round 2.
Hello and welcome to the Helping Hand TV show. With me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. The Helping Hand is an initiative of the H4P organization, always seeks to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. The greatest limitations we put on ourselves become the greatest limitations of our lives. If we don't limit ourselves, we can do anything. We can be anything.
I see that there are more abilities lying behind my disability.
And like I say, disability indeed is not inability.
The Helping Hand TV show with the Bishop Dr. Charles C. Heckman, showing Saturdays at 6 p.m. on GTV.
Stop wasting your time. Everyone has forgotten about me.
At the end of the second round, Alex Nkansa still has no points. Ebenezer Jan has 7 points. Stephen Gadiko also has 7 points. Sylvester Tete leads still with 12 points.
Yes, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The Silver Tete remains, prominent in at the end of the second round of the competition, but we have the last round to prosecute. So we're going to find what would unravel in this final round of the competition. But ladies and gentlemen, the Gadiko family, the Gadiko family is here, of course, to offer support to Stephen Gadiko. Now, the former Deputy General Secretary of Fair Wages and Salaries, Mr. Joseph Gadiko, is here. And, of course, he's here to lend support to Mr. Francis Gadiko. Of course, they are bereaved. Our commiserations to the Gadiko family. Welcome, Mr. Francis Gadiko. Welcome, Mr. Francis Gadiko. Now, Isaac Godson is a well-known individual in What Do You Know? Now, his birthday falls on Monday, the 21st of September 2020. He was born with Kwame Nkrumah. Put your hands together for him. He was born with Kwame Nkrumah. You understand? So, Gadiko, we don't know whether yours was somewhere in the 1900s. We can't tell. But Gadiko's birthday, it falls on the same birthday as Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah's birthday is supposed to be celebrated tomorrow, and tomorrow has accordingly been declared a holiday. Ladies and gentlemen, round 3, question 1, and appropriately would dedicate a few questions, Kwame Nkrumah. Yeah? But, 7. Now, Kwame Nkrumah, he was the first Prime Minister and the President of Ghana. Now, he led the country to independence in 1957. An influential advocate of Pan-Africanism, Nkrumah. He was a founding member of the OAU and a winner of the Lenin Peace Prize, which happened in 1962. In which year was Nkrumah born?
He was born in 1909. 1909. 09? Yes, sir.
Why did you say 09? You're so accustomed to this 00 concepts. 1909. Put your hands together for it. 1909. Now, Ebenezer. Now, man is born and the same individual, human being, dies. Kwame Nkrumah was born in September 1909. But state the date on which he departed to the church triumphant.
27th April 1972.
Oh, you attended the funeral? So the thing is at your fingertips. Put your hands together for it. You know it's so well. You know it's so perfectly well. It didn't come as any difficulty, no kind of run for you at all. It presented no, Hercules. 27th April 1972. Now, Alex, Kwame Nkrumah was the first Prime Minister of the Gold Coast from March 1952 to March 1957. Who was the monarch at the time?
March 1952 to 1957.
Yes, you want to repeat that so that it gives you time.
The monarch was in Ghana or in Britain? Because the Queen was...
No, whoever was monarch. You don't understand?
Yes, the Queen Elizabeth. He was the monarch.
What was the name of the person?
Queen Elizabeth.
So please it that. I'll give you 1 point. Sorry. I'll give you 1 point. Oh, the third. Oh, then let's go on.
Queen Elizabeth, that was...
No, please. I decided to give you 1 point. And you thought that you deserved all the 3. And so you go to the third. It is incorrect. So
that was Queen Elizabeth's face. Okay.
I said I will give you 1 point for having declared Queen Elizabeth simpliciter. But if you qualify a person as Queen Elizabeth III, In the scheme of things in the history, there was no Kennedy the third at that time. You understand? In any case, so would rather give you 1 point anyway. Put your hands together for it. 1 point. Now, yes, Sylvester. Now, who was Kwame Nkrumah's father?
Kofi Nya Ngoloma.
Kofi Nya Ngoloma. Yes, that's correct. Yes, Stephen. Now, what about his mother?
Mother is Elizabeth
Well,
Nyaniba.
the woman is still living.
Elizabeth Nyaniba.
Sorry?
Elizabeth Nyaniba.
Elizabeth Nyaniba is correct. Yes, it's correct. Now, after 8 days of his birth, Kwame Nkrumah's father named him after a relative. Who was this relative?
His uncle.
I like that device, that strategy. Of course, his uncle. But who was he? What was his name? What was he? How was he known?
Francis. Yeah.
I'll give you 1 point. Which one is Francis Inya Kofi? Francis Inya Kofi. Now, Alexander. Now, countrymen, the task ahead is great indeed, and heavy is the responsibility. And yet, it is a noble and glorious challenge, a challenge to a dream, the courage to believe, the courage to fight, the courage to achieve the highest excellences and the fullest greatness of man. Dare we ask for more in life? Unquote. One of the quotes of Kwame Nkrumah. Nkrumah was a lover of books, an avid lover of books. You will mention one of the books Kwame Nkrumah produced. Kwame Nkrumah wrote.
Neocolonialism, the last stage of imperialism.
Neocolonialism, the last stage of imperialism. It is correct, yes, Sylvester.
Voice from Conakry.
Voice from Conakry is correct. Yes, Stephen Gadito.
The struggle continues.
Hey, your struggle. It will continue indeed. It will continue.
Autobiography.
Sorry?
Autobiography of Nkrumah.
Autobiography of Nkrumah.
Axioms of Nkrumah.
Axioms of Nkrumah. But you decide to dump
yes
autobiography.
Yes.
Finally, Alex.
That days in Ghana.
Sorry?
That days in Ghana.
That days in Ghana. Shall we go again? Okay, Sylvester.
Struggle for freedom.
Struggle for freedom.
Africa must unite.
I think Africa must unite. You are correct. Yes, Gary Call.
The challenge of the Congo.
Challenge of the Congo is correct. Stephen John. Ebenezer, sorry, John.
Consent.
Don't worry, you say anything you like. Say the quiz master would rectify in your anomaly. Go on.
Voice of Conakry.
You have changed. Voice. I think there's a book like that.
Conakry.
What? Or it has been mentioned?
The two sides.
Oh, please. You first mentioned two. You have 2 chances. Yes, Alex.
Conscientism.
Conscientism. Yes.
Towards colonial freedom.
Conscientism. Don't worry. Don't go towards the freedom. We have the freedom here. Conscientism. I think that was what was creating, the difficulty. That's pronounce anything. Conscientism. I would have allowed you. You understand? We got the second round here. Oh, I think that's all right too. The that's what you wanted to declare.
Yes,
the autobiography of Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana, the autobiography of Kwame Nkrumah, colonialism, the last stage of imperialism, voice from Conakry, that dates in Ghana, struggle class struggle in Africa. The struggle continues. I speak freedom, revolutionary proud conscientism, Africa must unite, handbook of revolutionary welfare, challenge of the Congo, Rhodesia, foul towards colonial freedom, Kwame Nkrumah, the Conakry years, some essential freedom of Nkrumahism, handbook of revolutionary welfare, first introduction of Pan-African palette compass, and the axioms of Kwame Nkrumah. Now, who's there? Who's coming? Sylvester. Now, Sylvester. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I am in the knowledge that death can never extinguish the torch which I have lit in Ghana and Africa. Long after I'm dead and gone, the light will continue to burn and be born aloft, giving light and guidance to all people. Another great quotation of Kwame Nkrumah. Apart from Kwame Nkrumah's education, he attended the government training school in the Crown. When did Kwame Nkrumah start the school? Which year?
1916.
Sorry, it was in 1916. And then between 1939 and 1945, Kwame Nkrumah lectured part-time at Lincoln and won an award. What was the name of the award?
The Nobel Prize Award.
No, don't go to Nobel. 1939 to 45, he lectured.
CAF Award.
I thought you won an award. CAF. Oh, you went to play football. No, Ebenezer.
Lenin.
No. Oh no, Ebenezer.
The best lecture.
What about Alex?
The most outstanding professor.
It's correct. The most outstanding professor. Alexander, I think I will finish with Kwame Nkrumah. But in what discipline did Kwame Nkrumah lecture in Lincoln? What was he teaching over there?
At Lincoln, he was teaching.
Remember?
Is it African studies?
You were there with him. No, it gives the impression you were there with him. Maybe you were teaching something else, and he was, dealing with some other subject. So you were teaching what?
Is it philosophy?
No, we're not teaching philosophy.
Is it?
Come, second chance.
Theology or?
Oh no, you didn't go to theology. Yes, Sylvester.
Negro history.
Negro history, he thought. Negro history, he thought. So Sylvester, very quickly, what is necropsy? Necropsy, necropsy. What is it? Necropsy. Let me bring it down. In medical science. In medical science. What is necropsy? necropsy. In the world of medicine. Yes, Stephen.
Pass.
It is known as pass. Yes, Ebenezer.
The study of
necropsy in medical science, in the medical world. What is necropsy? Alexander, you an experienced individual here.
That is where diseases are being treated.
No, don't go to disease. Post-mortem is necropsy. Now you see, a Maharaja in India is a great Indian prince, especially a ruler of a state. Now, if a Maharani is not a woman with the rank of a Maharaja in her own right, then who is a Maharani? Yes, Stephen. Sylvester.
A married woman.
Yes, she's a married woman, all right, anyway. But what type of marriage? Yes, Gadiko. Yes, John.
A deity.
No, Maharani. Yes, Alex.
Maharani is a married woman to a single husband.
She's the wife of the Maharaja. Simple. The wife of the Maharaja. Now you see, in medicine, what is apepsy or apepsia? apepsia, or apepsia, A-P-E-P-S-I-A. Sylvester.
No idea.
Yes, Gariko. Yes. Belisa.
Pass.
Your turn.
A state of feeling nausea or vomiting.
Apepsia is the weakness of digestion. You understand? Improper digestion, in the system. Weakness of digestion. Now, I think this will be the penultimate. Now, the Episcopal Church is a Protestant church which started in America. From which church did the Episcopal Church develop? Sylvester.
The Anglican Church.
The Anglican Church is correct. The Anglican Church is correct. The final question. Now listen, available records in history provide that William Shakespeare, that old-time author of unquenchable vitality, started connubial relations with the daughter of a farmer of Shottery near Stratford in 1582. Now who was this woman in this nuptial? In other words, who was Shakespeare's wife? That will be the final question in this round of the competition. Who was Shakespeare's wife? Ebenezer. Come.
Pass.
Come.
Pass.
Come is a pass. Yes, Alex.
Is it Catherine?
You heard something, but you were not able to finish properly. You heard something. You understand? Yes, Sylvester. Did you start, Gariko?
Yeah. Yes.
Hathaway. 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 End of the competition.
Stop wasting your time. Everyone has forgotten about me.
Where they are taught to think constructively.
Me? No.
Oh, why? You think I'll lie to you just like that?
I followed up.
Oh, school will pass a collect. A pokon crumpa.
Where from this paper? Just forget with me.
Then we have to be careful.
Exactly, buddy. I'll tell you the details later.
This is gossip A1.
You want to continue to be a teacher and sleeping with some of the girls?
That's different. It's called a relationship.
You think it's allowed for a teacher to be in a relationship with a student?
Why did you tell Tofiki and Buba I told you about the sex video?
I didn't tell them anything. Why did he go that far?
Nice one, senior high school.
Thomas, we know the zoo pencil.
I mess up.
Conjunction. Madam, it is the process whereby two cons meet at a junction.
Say it. Hey,
I don't smoke, but my school father smokes. He smokes as hard.
See, black. If you fool, I could damage you. Not get to work. Make no try this.
It's in-depth.
It is compelling.
And it's robust.
Fair, factual,
Non-partisan, objective, and opinionated. We bring your thoughts alive and get you interactive by creating the platform and bringing the best in the field and getting you, our viewer, glued to your seats.
with our unique styles and insights beyond what is reported. We are the Reporters Roundtable, and we stand out.
At the end of the final round of today's What Do You Know quiz program, Alex Nkansa, a native of Bibianiha Dunkwa on Ofin in the Central Region, had 11 points. Ebenezer Jan, also from Dunkwa on Ofin in the Central Region, had 14 points. Steven Gadiko, a teacher at the Motorway MA Basic School, Oti Region, had 19 points. Sylvester Tete from Community 21 Teman topped with 28 points.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. His mentioning of motorway gives an impression about involvedness and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the whole thing. We'll put you all together and welcome this individual who came from Tema, Community 1. Ladies and gentlemen, first appearance inward, Sylvester Tete. First appearance in What Do You Know? Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate him, and of course he has qualified with Stephen Gadiko whilst his father's funeral is about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, a teacher at Motorway MA Basic School T Region. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome all of them. Now, until we come your way again, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon all of you and grant you peace. On this note, and until the same time next week, when we bring questions from our colleagues, all of you, on behalf of my producer Francis X. Mesa, Chris Labuaji, Sir Collins Men, Sir Samuel Logo, Felix Aroviade, Stephen Afwakwa, Victor Niadi, Greg Mingo, Chris Lata Inkra, David Tedeku, Clifford Virum, Give to Room, Emmanuel Fakakoti, Kanjada Lagaton. This has been your quiz master now, Ferriebo. Asking you here, and those of you out there, it is what do you